If you improve just 1% per day, in 1 year, you won't be 365% better. You'll be 37 times better. That's not motivation. That's math. And that single idea is the foundation of Atomic Habits by James Clear, a book that completely reframes how we think about success, discipline, and change. Most people try to change their life through big goals. Lose 30 pounds, make $100,000, start a business, wake up at 5 a.m. But the problem isn't your goals. The problem is your system. Atomic Habits teaches one powerful truth. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. And small habits, repeated daily, are the system. This is your 10-minute breakdown of the core idea, the 1% rule, and the 4 laws of behaviour change that make it work. First, the 1% concept. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. If you get 1% better every day, those tiny gains stack. If you get 1% worse every day, those small declines also compound. The difference between success and failure is often not dramatic decisions. It's tiny repeated actions. A single workout won't transform your body. A single book won't transform your mind. A single video won't grow your channel. But repeated daily, they reshape your identity. And that's the key shift in Atomic Habits. Focus less on outcomes and more on identity. Instead of saying, I want to run a marathon, say, I want to become a runner. Instead of, I want to write a book, say, I want to become a writer. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. Habits don't just build results, they build identity. Now let's break down the 4 laws of behaviour change, the practical framework that makes habits stick. Law 1. Make it obvious. Bad habits are often invisible. You don't notice the cue. You scroll without thinking. You snack without thinking. You procrastinate without thinking. Habits follow a loop. Cue to craving, to response to reward. The cue triggers the behaviour. If you want to build a good habit, make the cue visible. This is called habit stacking. Take a habit you already do and attach a new one to it. After I pour my morning coffee, I will read 1 page. After I brush my teeth, I will do 10 push-ups. After I sit at my desk, I will write 1 sentence. You don't rely on motivation. You anchor new habits to existing routines. Also, design your environment. If you want to eat healthy, don't rely on willpower. Put fruit on the counter. Hide junk food. If you want to practice guitar, leave it in the middle of the room. Environment is stronger than motivation. If the cue is obvious, the habit is easier. Law 2. Make it attractive. We repeat what feels rewarding. To make a habit attractive, pair it with something you enjoy. This is called temptation bundling. Only watch your favourite show while on the treadmill. Only listen to your favourite podcast while cleaning. Only drink your premium coffee while working on your business. You're training your brain to associate discipline with pleasure. Another strategy is joining a culture where your desired behaviour is normal. If you surround yourself with entrepreneurs, building becomes normal. If you surround yourself with disciplined people, discipline becomes normal. We imitate the habits of 3 groups: the close, the many, the powerful. If your environment normalizes the habit, it becomes attractive. Law 3. Make it easy. This is where most people fail. They try to go from 0 to extreme. Instead of going to the gym for an hour, just go for 5 minutes. Instead of writing a chapter, write 1 sentence. Instead of meditating for 20 minutes, sit for 2. The rule is simple. Reduce friction. Every habit has a cost: time, energy, attention. Lower the barrier. James Clear introduces the 2-minute rule. When starting a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes. Read before bed becomes read one page. Run every day becomes put on running shoes. It sounds small. That's the point. A habit must be established before it can be improved. Consistency beats intensity. You don't need to be extreme, you need to be consistent. Also increase friction for bad habits. Delete social media apps. Keep junk food out of the house. Turn off notifications. Make bad habits hard. Make good habits easy. Law 4. Make it satisfying. We repeat what is immediately rewarded. The problem with good habits is that the reward is delayed. Work out today, results come months later. Save money today, wealth comes years later. Build a channel today, growth comes later. But bad habits? Instant reward. So you need immediate reinforcement for good behaviour. Track your habits. Mark an X on the calendar. Use a habit tracker. Humans love progress. Never break the chain. Even if you miss one day, never miss twice. Missing once is an accident. Missing twice is the start of a new habit. You can also create accountability. Tell someone your plan. Create stakes. Attach a consequence. Satisfaction locks in repetition. Now let's connect this to the deeper philosophy of the book. Goals are about the results you want. Systems are about the processes that lead to those results. Winners and losers often have the same goals. Every athlete wants to win. Every entrepreneur wants money. Every student wants good grades. The goal didn't separate them, the system did. If you fix the inputs, the outputs take care of themselves. Atomic Habits is not about becoming motivated. It's about becoming strategic. It's about understanding that success is not a breakthrough event. It's a slow burn. Small habits feel insignificant in the moment, but over time they create massive separation. Imagine two people. One saves $10 a day. The other spends $10 a day. The difference after one day is small. After 1 year, noticeable. After 10 years, dramatic. Habits are daily votes. An identity is the scoreboard. So here is the practical blueprint. Decide who you want to become. Prove it to yourself with small wins. Make the habit obvious. Make it attractive. Make it easy. Make it satisfying. Repeat daily. You do not need a new year. You need a new system. You do not need massive action. You need consistent action. And you do not need to be perfect. You just need to be 1% better today, because improvement compounds. And in a world obsessed with dramatic transformation, the real power is quiet consistency. Atomic habits, small actions, massive results, built daily.